Alright, hello, what's up mga parts? Kumusta kayong lahat? Ito po ang inyong Parts Digo.
At ako naman ang inyong parts get para sa Taraki Talks.
Ayan, isa na namang napakasayang araw para sa atin mga parts. Another day, another episode, another story to unfold.
May ganun?
Ayan.
Okay.
Ayan, kayo dyan lang po kayo mga parts. And stay with us, keep the like, comment, and share coming at Taraki TV. And also, we'd like to thank all our sponsors, EM Avila Law Office, St. Joseph Driving School, Richard Kilaan Law Office, Dxtramile Salon, and of course, ang kape namin ngayon. Kape Oculto. And of course, Cabato Medical Clinic, North Cross Laboratories. Ayan mga parts.
Kaya ilalapag ko muna aking kape. Ayan naman. Alright, so ngayon naman, we are very lucky to have encountered one of the pioneers when it comes to medicine dito sa Barrios City.
Ang saya.
Yes. So before we proceed with the talk, with the chit chat, with the chismis, wow. No, I would like to introduce muna our guest ngayong hapon. Alright. So she actually studied at the University of UST, Santo Tomas. Yes, Santo Tomas, yung pre-med niya as well as the medicine. So both UST yun.
Wow.
Yung pre-med ni ma'am ay liberal arts. O, di ba? And then pumasok na siya dun sa College of Medicine. Ayan. So after graduating naman, she also worked in the Barrios. Specifically dito sa atin, sa Alno, sa Alapang, sa Akop, ganyan.
Ikikwento niya yan mamaya.
Oo, tama. And then he also worked with different doctors like Dr. Chen and Dr. Chan, yung burned area natin, which is the Center Mall. Doon usually. Oh yes. Ayan. So ngayon, meron na siyang Cabato Medical Clinic, North Cross Laboratories. Ayan. Her hobbies?
Type niyo dyan sa comment.
But anyway, she loves reading. And then she also loves gardening. Kasi nga, they also came from a family of gardeners or farmers.
Farmers.
Ayan. So let us all welcome our guest ngayong araw, Dr. Julie C. Cabato. Good afternoon, Doc.
Good afternoon to the sponsors, especially to my patients.
Ayan. Hello po sa mga patients.
Good afternoon.
Yes,
Yeah.
kumusta kayong lahat mga patients dito? Balik na daw kayo.
Tama.
Pasyal-pasyal naman. Yeah, but how are you lately po, Doc? Kumusta po kayo?
Well, it has not been easy for me because during this pandemic, I just learned I have my cancer, and then lately, I also got COVID, so it's a struggle, really. So yun.
And remain strong pa rin si Doc.
Yeah,
And
with God's
positive,
grace,
of
of course.
course. Ayan.
Ay, na-COVID din po kayo nung last kailan
2
pa
months
din,
ago,
no?
2-3 months ago.
Oh my. Ang saya namin kasi with God's grace nga nakita namin kayo ngayon.
Yeah.
And we have encountered you. Kaya sabi ko kanina, we are lucky eh. Yan. So Doc, matanong ko lang, during your time, what's with medicine nung time na yun? Na you enrolled for the College of Medicine?
Actually, basically, when at least during our time,
Yes, Doc.
we were really trained to be able to work in the communities, in the barrios. So maybe that's how the training was very different now. I really don't know how they are being trained now. But that was how we were trained.
Also like
We
every
were
doctors
supposed
would
to,
be.
we were supposed to work in the
Barrios.
poor communities.
Yes.
That was the trend.
It's like community immersion.
Yeah.
Oh, very interesting.
But even then, at that time, going to the US was quite free. In fact, there was a campaign for doctors to go abroad.
Ay,
Oh,
ay
yeah.
And
It was
that's-
open during our time. Yeah.
That's free of
But
charge.
that's why a lot of my batchmates went to the States.
And they
Konti
stayed
lang,
there for good?
Yeah.
Oh.
We are very few who stayed
Here.
behind. Yeah.
Oh,
of
what
course.
made you stay? Oh, yung ganun.
What made me? Well, I have a family here, so I don't see. Well,
And your heart is
yeah.
andito.
No, the heart was that. I think we were inspired really to stay home and work in the Barrios.
Wow.
That was our training at that time.
So what was the best, I know, one of the memorable experiences that you had when you did go to the Barrios?
Well, like, of course, I went to bar. I took the Dangwa bus. Yeah.
Yung Dangwa bus pa
Is-
noon, ano?
Stayed in the highways and then walked to the Barrios. Alapang, at Akop. That's how it was. You have to walk.
Right.
Ay, wow.
Walang sasakyan.
Walang sasakyan noon.
Ay,
Kaya
wow.
talagang
Yeah.
community immersion nga.
Maglakad pa tayo.
There's
kilometro.
there's a lot of walking
Mm-mm.
during our time.
Right.
Taas putok pa yung mga parts.
What were the conditions usually ng mga pasyente natin sa Barrios during those times?
It was hard, but people were very kind. I took my lunch with them, and of course, if there were kanyaws, I stayed behind,
Yes.
of course. And then, of course, you stay behind, and then you come home quite late. Yeah. But they walk with you.
Right.
Oh, so you mean you go there early in the morning and then
Yes.
Commute back again.
Ay, wow.
Oo, ganun yun.
Grabe din, te.
Ang generation ngayon, parang hindi kakayanin yung
Oo,
ganun.
ay, parang yung gano'n. I wanna work to a place where it's near my house.
Oo,
Ganun,
ganun.
diba?
Convenience
Oo.
usually.
Because specialized medicine. When they don't have to walk to the Barrios.
They just have to stay in the hospital.
Specialization doesn't work in the Barrios, di ba? No.
Like for how long did you do that, working in the Barrios mo? How many years?
It was quite long, siguro. My going to the Barrios was lessened when I got married na yun, because I had to stay home.
Oh.
But I was single, quite some time. And of course, even after that, we do, clinics going to the Barrios. There is schedules naman.
There's
Even after,
Yes.
yeah. Oh,
Oh, so it's just that it was quite limited when you
limited
got married.
na. Oh.
Ah,
Oh, yan.
Kuya
Oo.
Jojo.
Pero Doc, was it really your passion to finish medicine?
I
Or
had to
was it a
finish.
trend?
No, it was a passion.
It was a passion.
I had to finish. Yeah.
Because now, they go with the trend. Di ba, Doc?
Oo.
Kung ano yung sikat na course, yun usually yung papasukan ng mga
Yeah.
bata
Oo.
ngayon. No? But
But-
before pala,
No, before, you were really encouraged to go to the Barrios. Di ba may doctors to the Barrios noon? For
Yes,
a
Doc.
long time.
And I think they're doing it now na, the doctors for the
I
Barrios.
don't know. I'm not.
Yeah.
Hindi ko alam ang curriculum ngayon.
Yeah.
That's why I if I'm not mistaken, kasi I don't know if you're familiar with Dr. Bugnusan also.
Oh yes, of
Who wrote
course.
also one of the book nga, Doctors to the Barrios.
The Barrios,
Oo.
yes.
Yeah.
Oo.
Naku, sorry.
Sila
shout out sa
sila ang
lolo ko.
nauna. Oo.
Dr. Bugnusan.
Oh, may book sila nun eh. Alam, nakalimutan ko na.
And then they write about their experiences in the Barrios, right?
Yes. Ay, grabe.
It's
Go ahead, Doc.
it's exciting. It's hard, but of course, you have a lot of handicaps, di ba? At that time. But it was very different. There were injections that you deliver, you mix it up. It's not like now, no, you don't do that, you know. But before, you mix your antibiotic with your antipyretic, with your vitamins.
So like
See?
you do that.
Sure.
Yeah, before it was done. But now you don't do that. You
Yeah.
know.
Just
Yeah, one shot,
Ganun
and
na.
that's quite painful.
Right.
Sometimes I wonder how they survived, you know. Hindi ko
Exactly.
rin alam. You know.
ako rin.
Biglang ganun.
But now you don't do that.
Yes. It's ready-made now.
Oh.
Mixed
Oo.
all you have to do is inject and then done. But before it's manual.
Yeah, oo.
Well,
Grabe talaga.
I just wonder, like, before time pa, nung time ninyo going to the Barrios, what were the kind of diseases yata na na-encounter niyo na common before?
Usually communicable eh. Yun naman kasi.
Ay,
Like TV,
Like.
Doc, mga ganun.
It was quite a lot of that. There's a lot of TB at that during our time.
Ay, wow. Pero ngayon at
Tuberculosis.
least may vaccine na tayo for... Vaccine bang tawag?
No, that is not. You have, of course, now they have not used what we used to do. We inject before ang World Health Organization,
Organization.
merong streptomycin. Now they don't do that. You know, you don't do it now.
Ay.
Everything is oral.
Oral na.
Yeah, and then it's
gamot-gamot na lang.
mixed. Yes, so.
Ay, wow.
The government, there's a drive actually by the government now to try to eradicate TB. I think they have a hard time doing that.
Well, yes. Hindi naman kasi lahat mararound nila eh.
Hindi lang yun. They have different policies which the poor people cannot
Afford.
Comply
afford,
with
like-
or afford, yes.
like sputum
Collection.
examination.
Oh,
What's that to the people in the Barrios? You don't do that. You know, then they require you to go there. And then if it's negative, they don't give you medicine. That's terrible. That's why TB is still there.
Up to now.
Diba? Up to now. Very impractical policies. To me, that's a personal
That's one
opinion,
thing.
of course. Yeah.
Like it discourages people to
Of
go for
course.
checkup.
It's more of the policies.
But kasi, nandun na yung TB in X-ray. But pag negative yung sputum, hindi ka nabibigyan ng gamot.
Parang nag-end na
Of
doon,
course,
no?
yeah. And then, of course, there are a lot. Sometimes it happens na there's a lot of TB medicines not being used, di ba?
that's exactly,
Tinatapon.
yes.
But there were people who needed it.
Yeah.
This,
Sayang.
to me, ako lang, there are very impractical policies.
Policies.
So,
Up to these days ba, Doc?
up
There
to
you
this
still
present,
see
yeah,
it?
that's why we also argue with those DOH people. Ano ba talaga ang gusto niyo? Di ba?
Yes, Doc.
They don't give the medicines and then nag-expire. Sayang.
Yes, Doc. How about for the pandemic, Doc? Because it's new, bago na na-experience natin. For you, Doc, anong mga policies ang dapat na ginawa natin in the medical field?
No, this is new eh. So it's really hard to say.
Yes, Doc.
Because you have to look at what's happening. Your database, yung mga ganun, what's happening. It's hard to put fixed policies.
Yes, Doc. That's right.
You have to understand it also. And of course, the government has been having a hard time also.
But in your clinic, Doc,
Pero matigas
Yeah.
din ang tao, di ba? Up to now, marami pang hindi nagbabaksin.
Oo.
Takot pa. Ganyan,
Siguro information, no, Doc?
no.
To them.
Talagang may matigas ang
Yun
ulo.
talaga yung
Mas,
mga parts, ha?
yeah. I know that because some of them are my patients.
Patients,
I said,
yes.
why? And they said, we're scared. They're
the
just
thing.
scared.
They-
That's all.
Maybe
It's hard.
baka pag natusok ka dyan, zombie ako after.
Ganon.
Yeah, that's
They
Ay,
go
kasi
for
yung
some-
mga chismis, yung mga, that's, yung mga misinformation kasi.
That's right.
That's the one.
Kaya-
Tsaka, social media ang dami kasi dyan binabasa na hindi naman talaga legit.
Yeah.
something like that. And
It's
they
true.
believe it.
Oh, social media.
without even checking the facts.
Oo,
Exactly.
isa.
Totoo yan. Uy, mapunta naman tayo kasi aside from, yes, going to the Barrios, when did you start thinking na, oh, I'll put up a medical clinic instead?
Yes.
No, it was because of my partner, sila Dr. Cheng.
Oh,
Sila, they were the ones who put it up. Kuwan na lang. Of course, when I got married, I had to separate also. For a while. Okay, yun. But it's always been small. Hindi naman big thing.
rar.
And then you continued it up na lang, Doc.
Yeah.
With this one.
Yes.
Medical clinic.
So this clinic is how many years na po?
Tagal na, I don't even remember.
Ay.
Matagal na to. Since, my God, I really forgot.
Oh my.
Siguro 30 years na.
30 years.
30 years. Wow.
More
And
pa.
counting. Yes.
More.
And of course, yung patient nila doon, yung mga anak-anak nila, patient pa rin.
Yeah,
Hanggang ngayon.
that's true.
Mm-mm.
Pati yung apo nila, they still treat them and said,
Oh my
ay,
God.
nyamat ng doktor ka pa eh. Doktor dak edit, doktor mo pa lang ti apo. Ganun, you know. That's how old I am.
O, wag na kayo magbilang.
I'm very ancient, really. Really.
Grabe yung masasabi ng ancient din.
Pero that
Napaka-ancient.
ancient, may civilization doon. Diba?
Yes.
Yeah.
But
Oh,
it's a
that's
good thing
really-
because you can see it here that the management here and the way they treat their patients is really good. That's
Yes.
why
Binabalikan.
Hindi naman siguro.
umabot hanggang sa apo parts.
Oo.
Grabe din naman.
Diba? Doc,
Yeah.
for educational purposes, what exactly is a family
Yes.
doctor?
The idea there is really close contact with the patients. Eh. That's family talaga.
Mhm.
You should know the family.
Oh,
Yes.
so is there a time that you have to go to their houses?
Sometimes,
visit them?
yes, we have house calls. We do that.
Oh.
That's why you handle all the members of the family.
Most
Pwedeng
of the
ganun.
time, depend, of course, they are free to choose.
Mm-mm.
Because especially specialization,
Mm-mm.
hindi ko man the specialist they are. Kami dyan, you know, of course, they have their
can.
choice.
Yes,
Of course
yes.
naman. Of course, di ba?
ganun pala.
Oo.
Yun pala ang concept niya.
Yes. But until now, do we have like family doctors?
Yes.
Ah.
It's actually the family doctors are supposed to be the gatekeepers.
Oh,
I mean,
how's that?
if you're in the hospital, they have a department, their family. They're supposed to be the one to screen where where the patient should go.
Oh.
The surgeon, the
Oh.
cardiac, psychiatrist. That's why they're supposed to be the gatekeepers. That's the concept. Diba?
So
Oo.
parang
Oo.
yung mga tao pagpapasok, sa inyo mo nadadaan.
Oo.
Thorough
Supposed to be
assessment, yes.
ganon. So we now, kung kunwari ako, o kung infectious, I can't handle it, I can refer it.
To the
Oo,
specialist.
specialist, kung needed, by my assessment,
Yes.
ganon yun.
Oh.
That's the idea. So, you minimize, di ba?
Yes.
Ay,
Oo, ganon yun.
Isang
Oo.
bagong information ang ating natutunan
Like-
ngayong araw.
Kagaya ko,
Yes, Doc.
I'm not a surgeon, but I know this patient needs surgery.
Yes.
So I tell them, go to this doctor.
You refer na.
Refer na. Kagaya nung, what hospital do they want? Can they afford it? Not afford it?
Oh,
Do you
including
any,
that.
Pati yun
do
na.
you anybody who can
Support.
support or who's, there are compassionate doctors naman, di
Yes,
ba?
that's right.
Oo.
Oh.
So, ganun yun.
Ay, award mga parts.
Oo. Maganda pala. So, it's like yung sa family doctor, yung the way they assess the patient pala, kailangan very focused, ganun.
Oh,
Yes.
Oh my God.
Parang
Mahirap
nai-invite
yun
ako.
Even their economic status. Kasi
Yes,
kung
the
alam
economic
mo,
status as well.
if you've been in the Barrios, you know
Yes.
how will they live. You become more compassionate. Talagang tumulong ka, gano'n.
So,
Ganun yun.
there's a lot to consider pala, ma'am siya.
Of course.
Yes.
That's the advantage of having yung small clinic na you can talk, the patients.
Yes.
And you've been going to the Barrios, of course. Of course, I have my advantage because I'm an IP.
Oh, yes.
I
as well.
can
Iba na
speak
yun.
their language. I go to the Barrios. I still go to the mountains once in a while.
Ano yung pinakamalay? Ay, sorry. Ano yung
You
pinakamalay?
speak Ibaloy, Doc?
Of course.
Yes.
Ay, ang taman Ibaloy, Doc.
Wala.
Ibaloy ako mo. Oh!
Yes.
Puro Akasyan.
Oh,
Ayan.
yes.
Ito yung origin news, Doc.
Ito because I'm a Candas and a Carantes.
Oh,
Ay, wow.
The first settlers
Yeah.
of Baguio, Carantes.
Yes.
Okay.
My mother is a Carantes. My father is a Candas.
Cabato. Oh.
So it's the old.
Gandang information ulit yun.
Oo.
Oh, go ahead, Parts. Ano yun?
Excited lang akong tanungin kung ano yung pinakamalayo na napuntahan ninyong barrio.
I've gone to Lusud, medical clinic. I've gone to Lusud.
Gusod is...
Lusud in.
Lusud.
You have to Lusud. You have to Lusud in Kabayan and then Lusud in Bukod.
Ay, wow.
Ay, Lusod Kabayan, Lusod Bukod.
Ayun, kita mo yan. Hindi ako napasal doon.
Yun yung pinakalayo.
I've gone to Badong. I've gone to, of course, Mount Pulag.
Mount Pulag also?
Of course. I've been there several times.
Ay, wow. Pero syempre, ang Mount Pulag na naman noon. Mas maganda ang biodiversity na compared
It's
now.
because I work for the environment. That's why.
Also.
That's why I frequent the mountains. That's that one.
Nainggit naman na ako mga friends. Yes.
That is your advocacy, Doc. The
Yes,
environment.
the
environmental
environment, yes. So,
Ayun.
yun na siya.
This na lang, Doc, no? Because of course of your years of experiences in encountering different people, what has been the value that you keep treasuring until now?
Well, I owe it to the people, because I learn from them. Yeah, ganun,
So always like people.
Priority.
priority, yeah.
Diba?
Naman mga parts.
Pero what I'm amazed naman din, Doc. Syempre, being a doctor and then you also have how many children, Doc?
I have 2.
You have 2.
And 5 apos. Yes.
Oo, and then 5 apos. Before, even now that you are practicing pa rin medicine, how were you able to manage your time?
It has not been easy. Because sometimes I think I spend more time with my practice than with my family. Yun ang angal nila. That has been a complaint because my late husband was a lawyer and he was quite busy.
Yes.
And
outside the house
and
most of the time.
all of them were beginning to complain na. So plus of course my extracurriculars. They said, okay, just don't take away the environment thing. So that's it. That was the agreement. Yeah. Take away all the socials or everything, but not the environment.
Talaga naman si Ma'am.
That's all.
Environmentalist.
O, diba? Alright. And your 5 apos are with, do you see them often?
No, but not so. With Jojo's sons, of course, once a week.
Well, they're grown-ups
in a
to
way.
eh.
They're grown. They have their
Yes.
own homes. They have their families.
Kaya
diba?
naman pala. So
I'm
meron
just-
ka ng
I'm
tubod,
alone.
ha?
Yeah, I'm alone.
Do you want company, Doc? We can visit you.
Okay, sure. So, yeah.
Ganun. Pero Doc, your apos ba, their interest in is in medicine or another
Oo
field?
nga,
That's-
usually pag mga ganun eh.
That's the irony. Nobody's interested in law. Nobody
Nobody's
took
interested in
medicine. Yeah. Oo.
Maybe most of them went to business. No?
No, not even.
Ay.
One of my apos is teaching in Spain.
Oo.
One who is studying for specialty in Glasgow. My other apo is recently here in UP teaching literature, English.
Oh, so they're into teaching profession.
Ay, oo ba?
Profession.
Ang saya. Irony nga.
Nobody takes medicine. Nobody takes up law. Wala talaga. Oo.
Right.
Ganun pala yun. Anyway, so Doc naman,
Mm.
what would you want to advise our younger generation now?
Siguro, basing on what I see my patients, 1 or 2 years old, they're holding cell phones already.
Tablets.
So I think, I don't know, maybe we can advise the patients to lessen their too free or too much time giving cell phones to the young kids.
Oh.
Kasi no more, they don't communicate anymore.
Yeah.
diba?
Right. Oh, they just
Yeah,
focus on cell phones.
yeah,
no?
oo. In fact, I have a hard time, sometimes even my patients, they're holding their cell phones while I'm examining them and I said,
Ay.
please put down your cell phone.
Ay,
Ganun
isa.
yun, di ba? That kind of what do you call it, culture already. It's
So their
hard.
mind is quite half no kasi
Oh.
they're
Not focused
focusing on
really.
other
Yeah,
things.
it's very strange. But even actually, that's very impolite. You know?
Oh yes, of
Yeah,
course.
but you can see even the professionals when
Yeah,
you
where-
interview them, they're having the cell
Cell
phone.
phones.
It's not ano.
Busy
Kawawa
din.
naman, kawawa na yung mga ano.
It's nice pa rin to communicate with the use of eye contact.
Yes, of course. That's even with
Sincerity.
patients. Kaya there's a disadvantage in having telemedicine and consultation through the phone.
yes,
You don't see the body language, di ba?
Ayun, that's one problem.
The body language is very vital in diagnosing.
Because you would know if they're telling the truth or not.
It's
sometimes.
not that, but from the body language, you can see what's wrong.
Immediately.
Even the kind of cough,
Oh, how
even
severe.
in the family background, because you have to interview what's happening in the house. Bakit ganon, di ba? You can't
I'm
just do
learning.
that in the telephone.
Right.
You know.
That's wisdom.
Yung face to face is very vital.
I agree, Doc.
Wow.
Oo nga naman.
Yeah.
So,
Paano kaya nila yung nagagawa? No? They just call it. They
No,
just
but
tell.
you have to. That's why you have to. If you have telemedicine, you have to ask a lot of questions.
yes.
For information. content.
Yes, and your way of asking questions is really different from the personal one.
Yes. So,
Hard din naman talaga sa mga doctors din natin yan to give a specific and accurate din na
Yeah.
diagnosis.
Kaya yun mga parts communication pa din.
of course,
Yes.
very vital.
Correct.
Yeah.
And the use of cell phones. According to Doc, that's also impolite,
Yeah.
right?
Kaya, sabi ko nga din sa mga parents out there that I have learned this from our director as well, that you give us a gadget time for your children and there's a
Especially
time for
now.
them to use
Oo.
or yung parang limit the time of those children using their own gadgets para meron pa rin silang time to appreciate communicating with other
Yes.
people and playing
Yes.
na jay ay ayam anga adati
With
toys kasi
No, this is very
Mm.
because I test my patients 1 or 2 years old because they're holding the cell
Cell
phone.
phones, yes.
I try to pull it up and then, wow, they
They
go into
cry.
his nagpanic sila, tantrums. You know, just to test.
Yes, yes.
I do that. Doing if they're busy sitting, then
Yes.
I pull it and then I just watch the reaction. Of course, but that's yun ang candy ng parents ngayon, di ba?
Yes.
Giving the
Lalo
cell
na kasi sa
phone.
mga busy
Yes,
or
oo.
sometimes they don't just want to be inconvenienced by their children.
Exactly.
Oh, ayan ang cellphone.
Oh,
Literally.
And-
Hindi, very different talaga ang parenting din
of course,
before
that's a
and
big
now.
difference.
Oo nga, no?
Kasi the parents give into the demands of the children to gadgets. And that's dangerous. You have a lot of children now being brought to the psychiatrist because of the addiction to gadgets.
Oh,
That's,
that's
another
really
problem na
alarming
naman.
mga parts.
Yes,
Right.
so
Oh my God. So, ayun nga, balance siguro, balancing pa rin.
it's not easy.
Naalala-
But I really, of course, I pity also the parents because that's how they, yun ang candy nila sa mga bata, which is,
Nakasanayan
that's
na
sad,
din.
di ba?
Yes, no.
That's sad.
Yes, yes.
Oh.
Exactly.
That's sad.
Pero anyways, naalala ko kasi na nabanggit mo din a while back na you had cancer. Is that okay for me to
Yeah.
ask
Yeah,
like
of course.
how did you survive it? Like,
I'm not surviving. I'm still on.
oh,
Wait,
medication.
recently lang kasi.
That's like even 3 months ago also. Or?
Yeah, parang ganun.
Oh.
Yeah, it's funny and stupid of me. Because when I felt something, I said, so siguro wala ito. But when I went to the doctor, I said, it's something serious. Because when I felt it, it was nothing. And then at my age, I said, baka naman Diyos, ma-exempt naman ako sa mga ganyan. Kaya, my God. I said, no.
It
I'm
was,
not exempted.
Oh.
it's a breast cancer, Doc?
Yes.
Oh. And then on the latter days, you also had become positive to COVID.
COVID.
Oh, yeah, I got confined and it's not easy, really.
Yes.
So,
So,
yan ang kwan.
like, what was your encouragement during that time po, Doc?
For what?
Yeah,
For the illnesses.
yeah, having diagnosed with cancer as well, and yun nga, na-COVID tayo.
Well, of course, you feel sad. Because, to me, it's a personal thing. I have a lot of things that I haven't done.
Wow.
Di ba?
You still want to do them.
So I said, no. So, now, I'm so limited. Not only because of this quarantine, because of course, my health.
Health condition.
Yeah.
Ay, pagaling po kayo to.
Yeah, but I'm still blessed.
Yeah.
Yes.
I'm blessed.
And then for you having a positive outlook in life, that
Of
would
course,
would help a lot. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
So, I have to look at God's mercy.
Of
That's it.
course.
That's number one. First.
Yan. Let's declare it in Jesus' name.
Yes.
Yes.
Oh,
Alright,
diba?
parts.
Pagpasok natin kanina, the smile of Doc Julie, kaya very comfortable naman na sige, maupo na tayo.
Walang hiya-hiya.
Ay, nakasmile si Doc.
Invade na namin siya.
Ako ang nahiya kasi
Ala.
kaysa ito. Ano naman na yun?
Sir
I'm not,
Joseph.
hindi ako talaga comfortable for things like this.
Kasalanan ni Sir Jojo.
Pero we are really honored, Doc, na
No.
nakadaupang palad namin kayo.
Ano naman.
Yes. Kaya
Basta
naman.
if I don't know, if I shared something with you, that's it.
You
Yeah.
did, Doc.
Yes.
Yun lang
Ipapanood
naman.
po ni Sir Jojo sa inyo yung video soon.
We will tag you.
Right.
Yes. May Facebook po kayo, ma'am?
I don't have any cell phone.
Ay,
I don't have
really?
gadgets.
Kasi nga, di ba?
Ah, okay.
It's better
I
to
don't
have
have
communication
gadgets.
face to
Yeah.
Well, as you can see. The desk. Ay.
Sir Jojo na lang will show you.
Yes.
Our video.
Soon.
Ayan.
Kaya nainis sila. Even my friends.
Mm.
Bakit wala kang cellphone?
Oo nga.
Oh my God. Sabi, it's not easy. Because I see my sons, punta na nga sa CR, may cellphone pa. Can you imagine? Imbis na na-concentrate na
Nasa CR.
sa CR, ganun pa rin. So,
Kaya tagal-tagal
that's
si Arno.
why they have hemorrhoids. So, because you see, you don't focus on doing something else kaysa
Including Sir Jojo.
So, can you imagine? Telephone dito, cellphone, and then even at night, telephone, di ba?
Yes.
Ayun.
What kind of life do you have?
Alright.
Let's have it's the quiet moment siguro.
Tama. For self na rin yun eh. Di ba? Ayan. So, dahil dyan.
Magpapalaro tayo, parts.
Oh,
Let's ask questions to ma'am.
sure.
Okay.
You just have to choose na lang.
Yes.
Multiple choice.
Ano na naman yan?
No explanations needed. Yes, questions lang. Ano ulit? Ready na po kayo, ma'am?
Sige.
Yes. Okay, here we go. Chocolate or candy?
Neither siguro, but you have to make a choice.
Yes.
Candy na lang.
I can be. Alright. Doc, forest or city?
Forest.
Oh. Okay, ito naman. Plants or animals?
Plants.
Oh.
Oy. In connection to that, Doc, I would like to know if you're a dog lover or a cat lover.
More of dog.
More of dog. Oh, okay.
Okay. Ay, ganun ba?
Biglang nagulat siya.
Okay, now the last question. Usually we ask this. What do you think is Taraki?
Taraki.
Mm-hmm.
Is it for the men or for the... Because
General.
I even Taraki. What can I do? Pag Taraki sa akin, it should be gentleman.
Oh, gentleman.
Do we look like gentlemen? Of
course.
Were we gentlemen? Now I like.
course.
Taraki kami.
Pumasa kami sa standard.
How about if it's a woman?
Still, I think they have to retain their being feminine. Sa akin.
For women. Ay,
They can be strong but still feminine, di ba?
Oh.
Diba?
Yes.
Of course, di ba?
Siyempre, si Doc Julie naman ay isang Taraki din.
Oh, naman.
Di ba? Strong, but still feminine.
May mga ganun parts.
Oo naman.
Niloloko mo na yata.
Uy, hindi Look, she has went through a lot of struggles in life.
Yes,
But still,
exactly.
that's the strength And then she's still here. She's still having patience, ganyan, communication with the patients.
And
Diba?
God bless you,
Of
Marfo.
course, Doc.
Thank you too, guys.
Yeah.
God bless.
Ayan.
Yes, o ayan na naman ang parts ha. Marami kayong natutunan ngayong araw na ito. Kaya sana naman po, abang-abang na naman tayo sa susunod pa na episode.
And yeah, thank you very much dahil nakuha natin ang mga information sa karanasan ng ating guest ngayong araw na ito, si Doc Julie Cabato.
Ayan, so mga medical students out there, baka naman ma-inspire din kayo going to the Barrios as well.
Exactly.
Rar.
Yes, we need that now.
Exactly. Kaya naman mga parts, keep the like, comment, and share coming. Kung sino pang gusto ninyo naming makausap, i-comment lang nyo yan or i-send ninyo sa aming private messages.
Doc, would you like to your events, or if you have any events or anything?
Oh, wala naman siguro.
Wala.
But I would advise na,
Mm-mm.
even with this going to alert level 2 or level 1,
Mm-mm.
everybody to keep safe.
Yes. O ayan na,
You know.
everybody to keep safe.
Nobody's safe until everyone is safe, di ba?
Yes, exactly.
Ganun.
Ay,
Thank you once
maraming
again,
salamat po.
Oh, thank you also. And I hope I did my job.
Very well.
Yes, you did, Doc.
Very
Alright.
well.
So, this has been Kent.
And your parts to go. But before anything else,
Ay,
I would
sorry
like to
naman.
thank all our sponsors once again. Avila Law Office, St. Joseph Driving School, Richard Kilan Law Office, The Richie Salon, Cafe Oculto,
Our
and of
company,
course,
Axon.
Cabato Medical Clinic, North Cross Laboratories.
Thank
Ayan,
you.
mga parts.
Thank you so much. So, this has been Kent.
And your parts to go for
Taraki
Taraki Talks.
Talks.
Bye!